Here's a look of one of my hives. I had some extra lids, so I put 2 lids on the top. That's going to give me like an R26 rating on the top. The way beehives work is all the heat rises, and if you don't have lids here on the top with insulation, what will happen? It condensates because you got the cold air and then the hot bees, which are a whole lot hotter than the outside when it gets to this time of year, and it makes condensation. If you don't have this, it drips down on the bees, and wet is what kills your bees. They can't handle getting wet. They can handle getting cold, but they can't handle getting wet. So what happens now, this is called a condensating hive. What happens is this comes up, hits that roof, the hot air goes to the side, and then because this isn't insulated, this is where it condensates, and then the water drips down. It can go out the front if it's too much of it, because you got to tilt it where it's leaning forward just a little bit. Or what happens, it'll cling to the walls, and the bees come and they drink that. And so that's called a condensating hive. These are two hives of bees. The one on the bottom is one of my best ones. It was a big one, has about 15 frames of bees. And the one on the top was pretty wimpy. So what you do is you put a double screen board. That's a piece of plywood there with a couple holes drilled in it with a wire on both sides that lets the air go through, but not the bees to touch. Because if the bees touch, then the queens will want to fight. And that allows the top hive to be able to share the bottom hive's heat. If you want to get into honeybees this year, give me a call. I'm going to sell 6 starter hives, and out of between 6 and 10, they're called nucleus hives. And I will also come to your house for a fee and set them up and give you a starter lesson. And I'll try my best to help you through this process and get you some basic knowledge. Be blessed. 937-798-0407.